How's it going out there, YouTubers? Stubborn Shark here with another new video just for you. So let's get right into this review and see what it's about. The other day, I had the chance of having a little movie-a-thon, and I've already done a review on Addams Family, the first film. So this is actually the review on the second film, which is Addams Family Values. Now, Addams Family Values came out in 1993. And was directed by Mr. Barry Sonnenfeld. Now, Barry Sonnenfeld has directed other great films, such as Wild Wild West, which is a great movie. Very good, by the way. And also, the 1995 comedy spiff movie, Get Shorty, too, as well, which was a really good movie, too. Now, Barry Sonnenfeld did an amazing job once again with this one, just like he did the first one. I thought it was just as fun, just as hilarious, and even funnier than the first one. I really liked the addition of Joan Cusack to this film. She was a really good pleasure to have in the film. She was hilarious, she was funny, she was gorgeous in it. I think they make her look really sexy in the film, which I was really surprised by when I saw it. And I just remember thinking, wow, like, she's hot in this. I was like, whoa. But anyways, this awesome film is just amazing. I really enjoyed it. It was a wonderful pleasure to watch it again. I hadn't seen it in so long. Many, many years ago, I saw it like right after it came out on VHS. And I just remember thinking, this is a really good sequel. It's a good movie. And I wish they had made more with Raul Julia and, all the rest of the cast. Unfortunately, we lost Raul Julia in 1994 to a stroke, which was really sad. And he was such an amazing actor. He was a wonderful pleasure as Gomez Addams, and he did justice for John Astin as the original Gomez in the TV series. So now, this movie has the same awesome ensemble cast as the first one did. Like I said, with the addition of Joan Cusack in this one. And also, unfortunately, the actress that played Grandmama in the first one, unfortunately, didn't come back for this one. So she was replaced by Carol Kane in this one, which I thought she was a great addition to the film, too. Now, awesome actors in these films are just awesome. I mean, everyone in this is just awesome. So, I mean, you got Raul Julia playing Mr. Gomez Addams. Now, Raul Julia you might recognize as M. Bison from the Street Fighter film from 1994. You might also recognize him from such a awesome horror sci-fi type of flick called Frankenstein Unbound as well. He actually had a little big part in the film, but it was very memorable, and I thought it was an interesting Frankenstein story. It was very different than anything I had seen before. Very different, very interesting. So Raul Julia once again reprises his role as Gomez, and he brought even more flavor to this one than he did in the first one. I mean, you could see his mind just moving and making this character his own, and it was just amazing. Loved him in the film. We also have, again, back in the film, as Morticia Addams, the great Angelica Houston. Now, Angelica Houston you might recognize from such funny comedy kid films as Daddy Daycare, which was an amazing film with Eddie Murphy. She also was in another great film from around that time period called Material Girls as well, which was a really interesting film too. But Angelica Houston once again brought Morticia to life, gave her wonderful, awesome lines, and just, made the character even more enjoyable than the first. I can't express enough how much I feel that this one just made it even progressively bigger, better, and just amazing. Such a great movie. Awesome, awesome film. So, we also have returning the awesome Christopher Lloyd. Now, Christopher Lloyd you might recognize from such films as Angels in the Outfield as Al the Angel. You might also recognize him from such films and awesome films like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which was an awesome film as well. Christopher Lloyd, I love him as Uncle Fester. He brought the comedy even more to this one, especially when he has to wear that toupee in the film that Joan Cusack gives him, and you're just like, cracking up because he looks so stupid with this hairpiece on. And you're just like laughing so hard you almost peeing yourself because it's so stinking funny. Lloyd was awesome again, and it loved him as, like I said, Uncle Fester. Was a pure joy for the film. Once again, brought more flavor to this time and just made this film even better. Like I said, we had Carol Kane replace Grandmama for the first film. Now, Carol Kane you might recognize from such TV Netflix series as The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, or the awesome horror thriller film from the 1970s called When a Stranger Calls, which was a really good movie too. But I thought Carol Kane's version of Grandmama was really fun. Really funny. She looked different, but at the same time, I thought she played Grandmama really well. And it was great to see somebody that was of great caliber and comedian to play Grandmama, even though the previous actress didn't get to come back. She was just a pleasure to have in the film. She made it even funnier. Her look, her some of her lines were just so stinking funny. It was fun. It was great. It was a great swap. And so she made it a pleasure, too, for the film. She did a really good job. We also have in the film the gorgeous, beautiful Christina Ricci again, reprising her role as Wednesday Addams. Now, Christina Ricci you might recognize from such awesome films from the 90s as Casper the Friendly Ghost movie, which was a fun film. And then also you might recognize her from such awesome films as the remake of the 1965 Disney classic That Darn Cat as well, which I was actually quite surprised at how well done that film was. I mean, the original is classic. It's an amazing film, but that remake was actually really fun and a good film. Even though it got panned by the critics, I still think that was a really good film, and it was fun to watch. Thomas Alf Wilson in it. I thought it was just a fun film. Really funny. And once again, Christina Ricci brought it again, advanced on making Wednesday even funnier, more character to it, more, in depth into her character, and just, it was a fun pleasure, especially the several scenes that she has at the camp where basically, she's like, I don't swim, or, she's like, I don't know how to have fun, or smile, what is that? Stuff like that, just those scenes were just priceless and perfect, and she did such an amazing job. Just so stinking funny. Loved her in it. It was a great pleasure to have her back in the film. Such a great film. All around, just an amazing film. Now, if you're not familiar with the awesome second Addams Family movie, Addams Family Values, the plot basically of this one is Uncle Fester wants to find love, and they need a nanny for their new baby so that they can do things too while somebody takes care of the new baby. So this nanny pops up, and Fester falls in love and wants to get married to her. And basically, we end up finding out that Joan Cusack's character is like really the psycho killer that kills her husbands to inherit their money. And so basically the plot of the film is the Addams trying to get Uncle Fester back from this killer. Even though he's an Addams, he's hard to kill, and she keeps trying to kill him and stuff, and funny hilarity keeps involving, and pretty much that's the premise of the film, is them trying to save Uncle Fester from Joan Cusack's character. So like I said, Joan Cusack was added to the film as the kind of the main villain protagonist. And Joan Cusack, we know from such films as My Blue Heaven, which was a really good film. And also, we recognize her from such films as the awesome, amazing School of Rock. Joan Cusack, like I said, in the plot premise, she is absolutely amazing in this film. So stinking funny, so gorgeous, and I thought she was a real ladies killer. She just brought great pleasure and was a great villain to the film. Kind of similar to like how Dan Hedaya was to the first film. And she just was so good in it. I thought she was so funny. Lots of great one-liners. Basically sweet to crazy in seconds. And she was a great pleasure. I thought it was an excellent movie all around. Giant 10 golden movie boxes up on this one, people. Just an amazing all-around great film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Worth a watch. and especially if you haven't seen the first one, watch the first one too. Such an amazing, all-around great, full, such great films, amazing, sequel to the first one, and just a fun pleasure to watch. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, people. Worth the watch. So that's it for this review, guys. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, share. Share this with your friends. Let them say, hey, watch this guy. He's awesome. As always, keep your eyes out for any new or older videos you might not have seen mine yet. And as always, please leave comments down below. Let me know if you like to see something, or if you like to see something specifically reviewed, or you have an idea for a new type of show. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.